Rob, another away game for you and another 3 points. It makes it a pretty positive few days, it's fair to say.
Yeah. I think when you put all the travel in and the fact we're playing two very, very good teams who are above us in the league, away from home, the performance, the results, just fantastic. And it's obviously to concede from a penalty, which we felt was really harshly done by, is another testament to the lads in terms of keeping them clean sheets and keeping them out the box. And yeah, overall just really pleased and really proud of the lads.
Yeah, and I mean, compared to Saturday, probably not as many chances in the game overall. I mean, probably definitely not as many chances came your way, but going 1-0 up fairly close to half time, I think maybe 3 minutes before with the penalty. But not only that, is it pleasing on the side that, you know, a lot of teams would kind of score that just before half time against a team like Solihull and maybe sit off and think, right, get into half time 1-0 up. But boys have done the opposite of that, gone and got another one, and suddenly you're 2-0 up at half time. Yeah,
and obviously it proved its dividends, proved to be a huge goal. And I think, again, you know, when we're ever in possession, I want the team to, hard to ask, but I want us to have possession of the football and dominate the game possession based, but always to be using it to affect the opposition to try and score a goal. And yeah, the chances, Solihull a fantastic defensive record. You know, they really are really well organised. We've got a really good manager, and the structure's really good. So, you know, we had to be patient. We knew that there'd be key moments when we could get in behind them and open them up. I think probably our quality let us down today overall, for being brutally honest with ourselves. But after the travelling, after the emotional, physical demands of Saturday, to then come and do it again, you know, I don't think I could have asked much more of the lads.
I mean, obviously we talk about the travelling. It's a couple of away games where you've played well, picked up the points to go with it. I mean, what is it about away games at the minute that seem to be sort of bringing that side out of the boys? Not that the home games aren't, to say that, but away games you seem to be kind of flourishing a bit. Yeah,
I think so. I think obviously we've had a couple more away games since we sort of changed the shape, changed the style, and ultimately we've challenged the lads, and the lads have challenged themselves. You know, there's things we needed to get better at. You know, and I think this group's biggest strength is the way they take on criticism. And when I say criticism, I don't mean it in a bad way, I mean it in a good way, as in they'll take on what we need to improve on, how we need to get better individually as units, as a team. And that's one of the biggest strengths you can ask as a coach, as a manager, because if you can honestly look at yourself in the mirror and look at your performances and see where you can improve and take your ego out of it and be humble, you will get nights like this where, you know, you have to fight, you have to do all the horrible things towards the end. But yeah, I think the away games maybe lend themselves to it. But I think the biggest part of that, Jack, is that we've played two very, very good teams away from home. You know, I didn't realise how long it had been since Barnet had lost the home game, and obviously Solihull are up there because they're probably structurally, defensively, are the best team in the league. So yeah, overall really, really pleased with two really tough games, but we know that it's relentless again, so we have to get our travel, get our rest and be ready for Saturday.